Hello my loves, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. So today I thought I would do a TBR for once. I haven't done a TBR video in ages, but since it's the last month of this year, I thought nope, let's do one final TBR video as well, because I am also thinking about doing a couple of days of Vlogmas. And I thought, nope, December is my favourite time of the year. I love Christmas, it's my birthday month, and I just thought, nope, I know I want to do some stuff for December before everything changes next year, because I'm going to be starting uni and everything. So yeah, we're going to do my December TBR video. It's been a little bit late on filming this, but I've been waiting on books and trying to decide what books to read, but I finally have decided. So without further ado, get a comfortable throw or blanket, hot water bottle, whatever, an hoodie, whatever you want to keep you warm. Grab yourself a hot chocolate or a hot coffee or a cup of tea, anything really that will keep you nice and warm while you just snuggle down and relax while you watch me talk about the books I'm hoping to read in December. December's TBR is a big one, however it's a mixed match of like Christmas festive romances to some Christmas thrillers to just wintry vibes. I don't expect to read everything in December because December's always a busy month for me anyway. I do a lot of festive things. It's also my birthday month, also like, you know, Christmas shopping, wrapping everything. You know, last day of Christmas stuff with school, like nativities and things like that. It's always manic. But depending on how I feel, I might transfer some of the books left over and put them in for January's TBR, specifically the first half of January, as I start my uni degree in the end of it. But we'll see, because obviously I do want to do some pre-reading, sort of get ahead of my uni stuff and get used to it before I actually start. So we'll see. But I'm going to try and read as much as I can. Like I said, there are some Christmassy rom-coms and I always read them in a day or two depending on it. So they do get read quite quickly. So yeah, with further ado, let's get into the TBR. I just remembered I have 3 books here that I've already read, but I need to add in the TBR. But yeah, let's just get into the TBR. I wanted to quickly go through the books that I have on my Kindle first before I go on the stack of physical books that I have here. So let's get on to my Kindle. So first up, which I'm currently reading, is Window Shopping by Tessa. This is a 2 weeks before Christmas, and we basically have a girl who's just, well, a lady who's just come out of prison, and she's always wanted to be a window, the window displays and stuff, and she basically gets offered a like sort of job, and so she does a trial run, but the boss of this shop, they basically have an attraction. I'm like 41% in. I am loving it. It is steamy as anything, and literally the sex hasn't even happened yet. Like, it's just pure flirting, but it is steamy already. I'm thoroughly enjoying this book. So I'm currently reading that. I have Heidi Swain's new Christmas book, A Christmas Celebration, which I always tend to read Heidi Swain's Christmas books over at Christmas. They don't take me long to read, and they are just so feel good, and Heidi Swain really does Christmas books. Like, the whole scenery, everything is amazing. I have got Hooked, which I have already read. It's not Christmassy, it's like it's a happily ever after for the villains. I really love this book. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. Spoiler alert, it was brilliant. So that's on my TBR. I've already read it. I also have No Exit by, oh, I've forgotten their name, hang on, by Taylor Adams. This has been on my Kindle for ages, and I keep saying I want to read it but never got round to doing it, so hopefully I will read it, because I do want to have a break from romances and read some like wintry thrillers, because if I read too much romance I might get sick of it, because that usually happens. I've got that. I've also got The Plight Before Christmas by Kate Stewart, who writes, she's the author who's done oh, I can't remember what other books she's written. I can't for the top of my head remember, but this is meant to be quite a steamy book as well. So that's another Christmas rom-com. And then I've got Agatha Christie, 2 books. I've got Murder on the Orient Express and Hercule Poirot's Christmas, which is like, I think, short stories. They're quite short books, so I am planning to read them because I do really like Agatha Christie's books at the moment. They are a nice little break. I do have numerous other Christmas books on my Kindle, a mixture of mine and Mum's. There's The Christmas Swap by Sandy Baker. I've got The Christmas Killer by Alex Pine. I keep saying I'm going to read and never read. I've got Christmas Wishes by Sue Moorcroft, my Christmas #1. What else? Baby It's Cold Outside, Hyde, The Postbox at the North Pole, One Day in December. I have a lot of Christmas Kindle books on here that are all romances, but like I said, I have options, but I am not planning to read loads of Christmas rom-coms because I'll get sick and tired of them. And then these are the books that I sort of going towards physically. First up, The Little Prince by Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. I don't know how to pronounce this. I've already read this. I'm not going to tell you my thoughts on it, but I already read this. That's it. But that's one of them. The Deal of a Lifetime by Fredrick Backman. I've already read this. There's a vlog of me reading this and talking about this, so you'll see that. But I really love this. It was just like a 65-page book, but it was just wonderful. And then A Town Called Christmas by Holly Martin. I just read this too. It's in the vlog, so you'll see my thoughts. But this was just a little Scottish Christmas rom-com. So they're like the ones that I've already read. And then this is the pile of possibles. Ones for definite is The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. This is my buddy read with Lucy, and we are going to be reading The Night Circus. I'm really excited to start this because I like Erin Morgenstern's writing. I love The Starless Sea, and everyone says this is brilliant. A lot of people preferred this to The Starless Sea, so I feel like if I love The Starless Sea so much, I think I'm going to love this. I'm planning to read this from Boxing Day onwards, just because it's not very Christmassy, and I just feel like from Boxing Day onwards is when I don't have much going on, so I have time to actually read, and it is a chunky book, but I'm very excited to read this. Then I've got another Agatha Christie book, not Christmas related, but it's 5 Little Pigs. It feels festive by the name, but it's not. But this is about like a mother going into prison. Oh no. Oh yeah, a mother poisoned the daughter's father, and she's gone to prison, but it looks like it was wrongly done, so Hercule Poirot is basically investigating. I don't know, it sounded really good. It's only short, and I just liked the name. It felt like more like Pigs in Blankets kind of vibe it was giving me. Don't know why. And then I've got another little cozy Christmas mystery, which is A Killer Christmas at Honeychurch Hall by Hannah Dennison. It's deadly in the countryside. This just sounded quite interesting. It's like a little like estate hotel Christmas gala, like things are going messy, there's like a heist, there's like a murder happening. It's just a little cozy mystery. Whether I'll read this or not, I don't know. I have had like a little read, and it's one of those ones where I'm like, it's either going to be a hit or a miss. But it was a cozy mystery and it's not long. Next up, Second Chances at the Log Cabin by Catherine Ferguson. I saw this at the library and it sounded really good, specifically because they are actually at a log fire cabin, and that just screams Christmas to me. So I've got that. And then also I've got The Hollows by Daniel Church. This is actually a proof copy that I got from Angry Robot. It was meant to be like a tour spot, like a review spot, but because of situations that went on, and no fault to Angry Robot, they just said literally read it in your own time and just review it and tag us in. But it's literally like a horror. It's like a winter horror. It's only come out, it actually came out last month, 8th of November. But it does sound really good. If it doesn't scream like winter, who is? So this is a chunky book, so this might be a book that I start at the end of Christmas and tie into January, because it's chunky and it's not really Christmassy, it's just got that winter vibe. So it might be one to read near the end of December and run it through to January, just because January is always that miserable time of the year. Not Christmas related and very much a middle grade, but Pages & Co. Tilly and the Book Wonders by Anna James. Everyone talks about this book and then all the remaining books, and I saw it at the library. The second book was there, but I couldn't actually check it out, and because I was at the extended access times, I didn't know what to do, so I left it, but I've since requested it. But this basically is a middle grade, and it is about Tilly, who helps at her grandparents' bookshop, and basically she has the ability to wander into actual stories and see all of the characters and all that. And I think this has got like Alice in Wonderland, Alice in Wonderland and Anne from Green Gables. I don't know, I've had a little read of this when I was at the library, and it just sounds really cute, and just because it's a bookstore and it's characters from books, I just feel like I actually might enjoy it, even if it is for younger audiences. So I would like to read this again, probably near the end of December going into January. Then I got Path of Needles by Alison Littlewood. This is like a when I bought it, I thought it was a retelling, like a Snow White retelling, but it isn't. It's basically following this lady called Alice who specializes in fairy tales, and basically a body has been found, and it's in the bizarre way of the Italian version of Snow White. So she's on the police investigation team because of her fairy tale expertise. So I assumed it was like a Snow White retelling. It isn't. It's basically like someone who's an expert in fairy tales trying to solve this thing. But this is giving me very dark, dreary. It's not set in winter or anything, but it's just a very dark, dreary, depressing time. I just think it would be a good, like, probably January book, to be honest, and it is short. Then I have All Signs Point to Yes, a love story for every star sign, and it's like by a collection of different authors like Lily Anderson, Mark Oshiro, Emery Lee, Eric Smith, Cam Montgomery, Brian Grace. I don't personally know any of these authors, but it's like a really cute book, and it is basically like a little anthology about star signs. So like a haunted Aquarius finds love behind a veil, an ambitious Aries will do anything to stay in the spotlight, a foodie Taurus, whatever, discovers the best eats in town, a witchy Cancer stumbles into curious meet cute. It's just like a really different one, and I was quite interested more in the Capricorn one, because obviously my star sign is Capricorn, so I thought this would be quite a nice like New Year's Eve read, just because it's star signs, and I always feel like horoscopes ties in with New Year's and something, I don't know why. And then I've got two more books. One of the last ones is Reprieve by James Han Matson. This is a escape room thriller sort of thing. So basically 4 contestants make it to the final cell of the Quigley House, a full-contact haunted escape room made famous for its monstrosities. If the group can endure its horrors without shouting the safe word reprieve, they'll walk away with $60,000, joining the other group in the house's long history to have won. But before they can complete the challenge, a man breaks into the cell and kills one of the contestants. Obviously this is not screaming Christmas or anything, but I always feel like around the festive periods a lot of people do escape rooms for like Christmas parties and stuff like that. Like they do escape rooms and then they go out for a meal or drinks or something. And so it just gave me that kind of vibe, like, you know, a lot of people do that for like their Christmas parties. It's just something different. And I've been wanting to read this since I've got this book, which has been all year. So I would like to read it. It is a chunky book, so we'll see. Again, this might be one going into January or something like that, but it is one that I would like to read because I've been wanting to read it for months now. And then lastly, Shiver by Ali Reynolds. This isn't obviously a Christmas at all, but it is literally winter full on because it is set in the French Alps. So basically there's like a reunion at the French Alps, and basically these are 5 friends that haven't seen each other for 10 years since the disappearance of a friend, and basically they play an icebreaker game which turns menacing, and yeah, I think someone turns up dead or something like that, I don't know. But again, it just shouts wintry, so again this is probably another like end of December, January read just for the winter vibes. But there are the books for December. It's a mixmash of Kindle and physical. I'm just going to go with the flow. Like I said, when it comes to romance books, I read them quite fast. But yeah, I'm not like going to push it. I haven't read loads and that's not my fault. It's purely I do get really busy. But I'm hoping to read some because I do want to do some Vlogmas and I do want to incorporate some reads in Vlogmas. But yeah, there are some of the books. I might even go off kilter and read something completely different. But let me know if you've read any of those books. Let me know which ones you think I should prioritise first. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you enjoy some of my Vlogmas videos that I'll be doing. There will be one coming up soon. Yeah, but thank you for watching and I shall see you again soon. Bye!